Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at news that are important, that are inspiring, that are useful for us as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta. We also take a look at your comments, ideas, and suggestions. We'd love to know what you're up to, what you're intrigued about, etc., etc. We try to answer all the questions that we can, and the ones that we cannot, we try to give the best answers we can. If you have important questions like Mark Jennings, all you have to do is add a capital letter Q at the beginning of your comment. What is the name of the Christmas bonus paid to employees? I keep forgetting, but I'll write it down this time. It is called Aguinaldo, Aguinaldo. Yeah, that's what it is. And most importantly, if you're paying aguinaldos, they have to be paid by today by law. So there you have it. We also love to welcome friends that are watching live for the first time. If that is your case, it helps a great deal if you add the word new at the beginning of your comment, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Today we have a lot of news. There were a lot of headlines about the new Pfizer COVID vaccines, which just overnight decided to, well, somebody decided, they're now available for sale. And we're going to talk about that in a second. Actually, I think we're ready to go, so we might as well go there. So just as we've been announcing, the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, which has been updated to protect you against all current variants, including Pirola, is available for purchase in several drugstore chains in Mexico, and this is effective as of today. But, before you run out the door, make a phone call, to your favorite drugstore so that you know for certain that they, A, have it, B, know exactly what to do with it, and so forth and so on. Because just as I've seen reports of the vaccine having been shipped, a lot of people are running out the door first thing in the morning and going to their favorite drugstore and saying, I want to buy one. And the poor employees don't even know that it has become available. So the new vaccine's name is Comirnaty. Who comes up with these things? Comirnaty has a price that will range between 895 to 988 pesos. And you will be able to purchase it and have it applied at Farmacias del Ahorro, Farmacias Guadalajara, and Farmacias Benavides, among others. These are the popular chains here in Puerto Vallarta. Elsewhere in Mexico, they're available in other chains as well. And all you have to do is head to a branch of the aforementioned drugstores, but it has to be one that features a walk-in clinic. So you make your purchase and you get pricked right on the spot. Now, we also know that the Moderna vaccine was also approved to be sold in Mexico, but we don't have any information as to when. But in the meantime, you can just get your Combinarti for your Pirola and you're going to be all set. Who comes up with these names? Seriously. Now, you may be wondering why you should get the Pfizer vaccine or what the Mexican government is doing about regulating vaccine prices, if at all. Well, actually, the government is doing nothing. And it makes sense. When asked about this in his morning press conference, President López Obrador stated that the government is not going to regulate vaccine prices because there are vaccines available for free in public clinics. Of course, these free vaccines may not necessarily be the brand you're looking for, so President López Obrador was quick to explain the government's stance. There might be people who do not wish to depend on the government, or people who think that these vaccines are of better quality, or people that are simply not aligned with the current politics. So if you land in any of these categories, well, you can go to your favorite drugstore and get your whatever it was called vaccine and have it applied to your own delight. And you may be wondering, as I was, where the inspiration came to name the new COVID-19 variant Pirola. Pirola, I just got a prick of Pirola. No, it didn't come from that. But the good news is that we're not the only ones that are wondering about this. And one of my sources published an article. Apparently, the name was suggested in honor of a certain asteroid whose orbit approaches Jupiter. More importantly, though, the Pirola variant is mild and does not represent a major threat to the population due to complications. It is a mild variant. But who comes up with these names and why a satellite continues to be a mystery to me. Enough of that. Now, in recent days, the Pope announced that the Vatican supports the notion of blessing same-sex couples, making it clear that this does not constitute a marriage ceremony. In other words, you can go to your favorite Catholic priest and say, hey, we're a same-sex couple. Would you give us a blessing? And according to the Vatican, this is perfectly okay as long as the affair, well, bad choice of words, as long as the event in which you get blessed does not have the structure of a marriage ceremony. But needless to say, Mexico's Episcopal Conference did not waste any time in announcing that this is not going to happen in Mexico. And Mexico is going to go against the directive of the Vatican with a simple notion. We cannot bless same-sex couples because they live in sin. Tómala. So I suppose this is the reason why I am single. Actually, if I wanted to get a blessing, I would get it from Luna and from all my dear friends. So there. Last but not least, in this block of news, oh, look at all of you getting angry, and rightly so. I love it. UnibusPV, our local delightful public transportation company, has published announcements concerning the public transportation schedule for Christmas Eve and Day and New Year's Eve and Day. On December 24th and 31st, public bus service will end at 11 p.m. And on December 25th and January 1st, public bus service will resume at 7 a.m. in the morning. And of course, you know what this means. If you're out and about past midnight on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve, you will not be able to rely on city bus service to get home. You will have to walk or take a yellow cab or an Uber or any other sort of platform transportation choice out there. And these are the news for today. Let us take a quick look at the weather forecast. I hope no one needs to order a new Apple Watch for Christmas, says Snarky Weather. Personally, I'm not interested. Then again, that's what I used to say about my iPhone before I finally succumbed and got one. And I said to myself, why did you waste this much time before you got one? But what do I know? It is 26 degrees out there. Humidity is at 66% at present time. And our weather forecast says we're going to have a humid day with partly cloudy skies, a high of 29 and a low of 20. Tomorrow, Thursday, humid with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, a high of 28 and a low of 19. And then Friday will be a humid day with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, with a high of 29 and a low of 19. No surprises there. And moving right along, I have one more announcement to share with you. This one I received this morning from my dear friend Zoë. Zoë Lewis, I was happy to hear from her because she let me know about her upcoming performances at the Palm. She will be there performing on January 13 at 6 p.m. and then on January 26 and February 9th at 4 p.m. Why the matinee? Well, when the announcement was made that Encanto was closing, many performers were left without slots at any other venues, so the matinee had to do. So if you want to go see Zoë at the Palm, the tickets will set you back 500 pesos. I've always admired Zoë because she's a multi-instrumentalist, player, songwriter. She's funny, she's gay, she's wonderful, she is talented, and I always enjoy her performances, not only because of the music, but because she has this comforting demeanor that I just really, really love. So there you have it. If you're looking for a nice show to catch, I would totally get behind this one. And now let us take a quick look at what you are up to in your very own homes. Oh, and somebody, a friend of a cluster member, sent me news of an upcoming Lucha Libre wrestling match that is coming to Puerto Vallarta, but the type on the JPEG that was sent to me was so small that I couldn't even find it anywhere on social media, so we may have to miss that. Anyhow, we have good mornings from many friends, and this is absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Uh-oh, Kathy says the day has come. I finally take possession of my condo in Villa Las Flores. How exciting. Congratulations on that. And we answered the question about the aguinaldo. Do you know if any of the farmacias mentioned give a discount for the INAPAM card holders? I do not know. I did not see any mention of that in the news items. So unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you. And then there's another one. Oh my God, I'm getting this on the plane. Albert is flying to Puerto Vallarta. Woohoo! Safe flight and may you land softly. I saw this coming on when I mentioned the gay marriage business or the gay blessing business. Luisa is super angry, but you know, I am not surprised. I mean, that's what the Mexican Catholicism is all about, and you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Well, I hope you travel with your Kindle, Albert. Albert says, I hear the wait at the airport is up from 2 hours. Well, hopefully you'll have something to read. Chris asks, what is the tradition in Mexico for Boxing Day? I don't even know what Boxing Day is in terms of other countries. I know it comes around this time of year, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what the tradition is, and I don't even know what Boxing Day is. So there you have it. La 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 la. Everybody's at the airport. My goodness. Hi, Albert. I guess I'll see you tomorrow at my music appreciation presentation. I know that because we got a ticket for you. And for those of you that haven't gotten your ticket, I tell you, tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. Boxing Day is a Commonwealth countries thing. Well, I'm still in the dark. For starters, the name is in English, so El Día del Boxing, not a clue. Let's see what else. Oh, I think we're done. I don't see any more comments. I don't see any more cues. So it's time to flash this. As long as we're talking about aguinaldos, this is my friendly remind. On December 26th is Boxing Day in Canada. The day you box up all the Christmas shit and put it away. Well, we don't have Boxing Day, so no tradition. Anyhow, back to me. Remember, we are here because you make it possible for us to be here. This is a sponsored project, and it's sponsored by viewers like you, and it's much appreciated every time you drop a cup of coffee my way or every time you pursue a membership. We haven't mentioned recent members because there haven't been any, and that's okay. We have a good pool of members that keep Luna and I happy. But if you ever considered pursuing a membership to Coffee and Headlines, if you ever found yourself getting good stuff out of these broadcasts, then consider a membership. It would be much appreciated. What's next in my docket? Well, now it is time to put the finishing touches, the final finishing touches for my presentation by tomorrow, because it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll make a total fool of myself as expected, and it'll be great. So if I don't see you today, if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope I will see you sometime soon. And I hope you have a great day today. Take care.